Good morning. Have you ever wondered what the difference would be in selling your house to Opendoor with my representation versus listing with me on the open market? As a licensed real estate professional in the states of Arizona and Utah, it is my responsibility to educate my clients about the available options and scenarios to sell their home. Since becoming licensed in 2014 and starting my real estate practice in Frankfurt, Germany, and then relocating to Metro Phoenix, licensed in Arizona since 2019, I thoroughly enjoy educating my clients on all aspects of residential real estate, including buying, selling, and renting. Traditionally, you would hire me to list your home for sale on the open market through the multiple listing service, or ARMLS as we call it. And you would benefit from my boutique-style, world-class service, as well as my deep experience on local, national, and international levels. For most properties, clients, scenarios, and circumstances, it makes sense to list your home on the open market for several reasons, one of which is that you will typically yield more net proceeds, especially if the home is in good condition with minimal repairs needed. Over the past few years, it has become common to consider an iBuyer, like Opendoor, our preferred partner, as an option that could help you achieve your goals of selling your home without the additional activities typically required when selling on the open market. I am knowledgeable about this option because I worked for Opendoor for a year and am familiar with the processes and benefits that could assist some of my clients. My priority is to do what is best for you, my client. While it is true that any licensed real estate professional may prefer listing your home on the open market, that may not always be your best interest. I hope to address common questions and provide helpful answers. I will always be available to meet and discuss everything in detail. Before discussing the benefits and challenges of each scenario, let's review the standard steps involved as follows. First of all, we will meet to discuss your goals, which may result in you hiring me to list your home on the open market. If so, I am confident that you will be satisfied with the commission structure I have in place. If you choose to hire me to represent you in selling your home to Opendoor, you will not have to pay me anything. Second, I will ask Opendoor for a preliminary offer, which will be computer generated. Although it will be interesting, it will ultimately be irrelevant. The final offer from Opendoor is the only one that really matters. There is nothing for you to do except review the results, as I will guide you through the entire process. The third step. After the preliminary offer, I will record a video while walking through your property, submit it, and answer any questions Opendoor may have regarding your home. If you are in Utah, one of my team members or colleagues will stop by to record the video walkthrough. Fourth, after submitting the video walkthrough of your home, we will schedule an interior and exterior assessment with Opendoor, which will take approximately 15 minutes. This will be the only time Opendoor will see your home until they take possession after the close of escrow. 5. The final offer will be sent to me 2 to 5 days later. After receiving it, I will generate the purchase contract, repair request, or repairs addendum, also known as seller concessions, and additional contract-related documentation. This documentation will clearly show their 5% service fee and your estimated closing costs as we work with their title company, OS National. For Utah, they work with Cottonwood Title. 6. You can either accept or ignore the offer. If you accept and sign the offer, you will have the opportunity to choose your settlement or closing date, and if necessary, withdraw from the contract without incurring any penalties up to 1 day before the close of escrow. If you need to remain in your home after closing escrow, you are permitted to do so for up to 17 days, with 3 of those days being free of charge. After you have left the property and removed all personal belongings and debris, I will stop by to take pictures. I will submit these pictures to Opendoor and lock up the house for you. I will leave the keys in a mechanical lockbox that Opendoor will send to your address. The process is always very straightforward, and you will be in control with the ability to adjust your closing date as needed, up to 3 months out, or up to 9 months out if you are building a new home. When you sign the listing agreement with me as your licensed real estate agent, we will document the commission owed to me if we list on the open market. However, if you choose the final offer from Opendoor, we will include a clause in the additional terms and conditions stating that the commission owed to me will be eliminated, 0%. Now that we have discussed the process, let us work with an example. In this example, my goal is to outline the benefits and considerations that you need to carefully review, giving you a comparison of selling to an iBuyer versus selling traditionally on the open market. The numbers used here are made up to help with the example or comparison. The key takeaways are as follows. The final offer from Opendoor is $421,400, which is a cash offer. The estimated closing costs with OS National, Opendoor's title company, amount to $2,466. The seller concessions or repair ask, just an example, is what Opendoor considers necessary to make the required repairs before putting it back on the market for resale. This depends on the condition of your home. Opendoor will charge a 5% service fee, which essentially serves as their brokerage's buyer agent commission. Both the repair ask amount and service fee are non-negotiable. At the same time we are requesting a final offer from Opendoor, I will conduct a professional comparative market analysis, or CMA, for you to determine a recommended listing price for the open market. Looking at the open market example, let's assume that we list the property for $455,000 and receive an offer for that same amount. Certainly, we will not know until the home has been inspected. However, for the purpose of example, let us assume that the buyer will be financing with an FHA loan and is requesting $27,300 in seller concessions. My total commission will be 4.5%. We'll offer 2.5% of that to the buyer's agent. If I end up representing both the buyer and you, the seller, then I will reduce my total commission from 4.5% to a total of 3.5%. Of course, this is only an example. Each real estate transaction will be very different, including unique terms and conditions. Sometimes the difference between your net proceeds and what you potentially will net from selling on the open market won't result in such a large difference, as this comparison and example illustrates. Now, let's review the advantages as well as the potential drawbacks or challenges that each option brings to the table. The final offer from Opendoor includes terms and conditions that allow you to cancel the entire contract up to 1 day before the close of escrow without any consequences. There are no traditional contingencies attached to the contract, and you have full control when it comes to determining and changing as needed your close of escrow date. You also have the ability to stay in the home after settlement and closing. Close of escrow can be up to 3 months out and can be adjusted as needed. If you are building a new home, close of escrow can be up to 9 months out. You can stay in your home for up to 17 days after close of escrow, with 3 of those days being free. The repairs addendum, also known as seller concessions, is non-negotiable. Opendoor service fee is 5% in addition to concessions, which is higher than the common buyer-broker commission. This fee is for the convenience provided by Opendoor. My commission representing you throughout the entire transaction is 0%, since Opendoor pays me a 1% referral fee as commission, which doesn't affect your net proceeds at all. There will be no showings for sell signs, lockbox, appointments, etc. The standard due diligence or home inspection contingency after contract acceptance will be rendered obsolete due to the assessment performed by Opendoor prior to their final offer. With a cash offer, there will be no appraisal or loan contingencies. As the seller, you have the right to cancel up to 1 day before the close of escrow without explanation. After you vacate the premises, I will perform a digital checkout, submit photos to Opendoor, and place the lockbox with the keys at the property after your departure. Your net proceeds are assured, with no changes or surprises. Depending on the condition of your home and your agent's ability to effectively market it for sale, you will usually receive higher net proceeds. A vacant home in excellent condition, aesthetically, functionally, and regarding safety, can attract more buyers, resulting in a higher sell price on the open market. This will require additional marketing efforts, work, and dealing with offers, terms, conditions, and unforeseen contingencies. The buyer will request to determine the close of escrow date. Seller concessions, a high estimated example, depend on the condition of your home, specifically the results of the home inspection and appraisal. Seller concessions for FHA loans can be up to 6% of the purchase price. My total commission is negotiable and will be paid by you, the seller, at close of escrow from your net proceeds. A portion of this commission is shared with the buyer's agent, as predetermined in the listing agreement. Although not common, dual agency or consent to limited representation reduces your total commission paid from 4.5% to 3.5%, which is confirmed in the listing agreement. Selling on the open market results in many showing requests from buyer's agents handled by me, your listing agent. This includes for sell signs, open house events, a lockbox at the property, and appointments for home inspections, the appraisal, repairs, etc. Most buyers will require a home inspection, due diligence contingency. All buyers who choose to finance will have their lender-chosen appraiser perform the appraisal. This could result in lender-required repairs that must be completed before close of escrow. The loan contingency, with buyers leveraging FHA conventional VA loans, is typically the final challenge during the transaction before both parties sign all buyer and seller documents. Your net proceeds will be confirmed with the final settlement statement, received after close of escrow. If your home requires significant repairs and upgrades, and you are unable to make the home readily available for buyers to inspect, or if you need a quick offer with final answers, offer price, terms, and conditions, then Opendoor's offer may be your best option. I can assist you in considering all the pros and cons. Usually, selling on the open market will result in higher net proceeds. However, if Opendoor's final offer aligns with our goals, selling to them as an iBuyer can provide immediate peace of mind without any unexpected contingencies often encountered in a traditional sale. Thank you for taking time to learn about the option of selling your home to Opendoor with my representation and boutique-style, world-class service versus listing your home with me on the open market. Either way, I'll get you where you need to go. Give me a jingle with any questions. I'm looking forward to meeting you soon or sometime soon again. And until then, I wish you and your family only the very best. Take care.